Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're doing an unboxing for the last, so far, that I've played a pandemic game. It's not Pandemic Season 2. It's not World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. It is a game, like I said, it's the 15th game. I'm going to leave these in shot slightly so you can just about see them. I haven't read the board game novel. It is Pandemic Hot Zone Europe. A small pandemic. You can see there's all kinds of stuff pinging up around other videos that I've made for the channel, such as for Hot Zone North America. There's a slightly higher rating for this particular one. I played the original in about 13 minutes as a 2. I very much look forward to this one. The Generalist, though, is in the other box, so automatically that gets bonus points because that's my favourite character in the game. Obviously, because I think min-maxing your efficiency there. But you can combine them together. So, you can basically play Pandemic with 3 diseases. Oh my goodness, have I even gone through this? I have. Phew, that's a relief. So, whilst I'm doing this, this is a 4K video. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and of course, check through and add your comments in YouTube. Also, if you go through via the description, you can support the channel via Patreon. You can also go through and see over 2,300 posts, which you can follow on Instagram. There's Facebook, please join there as well. And finally, via Linktree, you can occasionally see new competitions. They're there all the time, so please do check back. This is a tight lid, my goodness me. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have a contents. Pandemic Hot Zone Europe. You're members of a specialised disease fighting team. Using your unique skills, you must, well, of course, the Generalist has a kind of a unique skill, I guess, jack of all trades. Using unique skills, you must work together to stop the spread of diseases across Europe whilst discovering the cures. Okay, so we're working to discover these cures. Again, it's a quicker game. Rather than 45 odd minutes, it could take 15 minutes or something like that. Let's have a look at the board. Of course, living in Europe, I'm very keen to play this one. Like I said, the rating is slightly higher. I would say it would make sense that they brought out all the big characters in that first one, unless they knew they were going to do this as well. I do recall them working on it. This is a Game Junior Mac, as you can see. Let's just zoom in a bit as well. Let's go basic going distance here. Okay, so I think everything is pretty much in shot here. So where have I been? Dublin, yes. Glasgow, Pastor, yes. London, yes. Amsterdam, Paris, Lisboa, Madrid, Geneva, Rome, Wien, Sofia, Athens, I'll be in there next week. Bucharest I've been, Kiev I've been to, haven't been to Moscow, Minsk yet. I've been to Warsaw, Berlin, Budapest I've said, Copenhagen, so I've been to all of them apart from these 2 places, so pretty cool, and that place, like I said, in 1 week's time. I've been doing videos daily for the last 2 years, so this is being filmed in advance because of this. Great, they've got the decent colours going on here, the primary colours working on here. We have our rule book, 2 to 4 player game, 30 minutes, 8 plus, so fantastic co-op game. So I do have various playlists. I do have a cooperative playlist. I do have a set up play and review playlist. This is a preview and unboxing. So if you like to see what things might be inside things, then this is the place to come. It tells you what's coming to the channel soon if you're new. It also gives you an idea of, preview, a teaser, trailer, all that kind of good stuff that lots of people do like. I do have a vote options and people say, no, keep doing the unboxings. We do like to see what's inside them. And we'll come back when you've, of course, done a review at all player counts, etc. So here we are, and once I've played this and reviewed it, I will be doing a kind of combined talk with someone else who loves Pandemic, who has played them all as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We've got our various characters over here. So we've got our little classic pawns. Obviously, I'm not using meeples here, which I think is to its credit. They've kind of held their way and gone for that. You can get stickers and stuff. You can name them. And yeah, I'd be very keen to see how I rank this one compared to the others. So what do we have in here? All kinds of videos will be pinging up in that corner. So we have the containment specialist. When you enter a city with 2 or more cubes of the same colour, remove one of them. When you discover a cure, you may replace 1 required card with any other 2. Pretty cool. Action once per turn, remove 1 cube matching the colour in your hand. Pilot, fly to any city with 2 connections of your city. Skip any cities in between. You may take 1 other pawn with you. So, Quarantine Specialist, now I call her Queenie when I created my character for Pandemic Legacy Season 2. Do not place cubes on your city or cities connected to it. Does not apply during setup or infect stage of an epidemic. Now, this is very interesting. Now, the most you'll ever get is 5 connections. Over here, it would be here. So Queenie, Quarantine Specialist, would best be placed here. But also over in Wien, let's see where else could be handy. Berlin isn't great. Berlin's not bad, we've got 4 going on here. Obviously Warsaw has got another 4 lines, so some key structural places to consider, very strategic places to be aware of. So you have your 4 cards to separate who you wish to play, Got these very weird, oh my goodness, very strange looking slug-like virus here, more of a classic virus thing on here. Very much a bacterial virus or bacterial infection. And I don't know do they call them viruses? What do they call them in here? Diseases, okay, that makes more sense. This might be some kind of like nematode worm kind of style of thing. Here we go with our populations. We can always go through to London, the closest place that I can visit. It is in blue. Favourite colour, or could be lavender. And here we go, yeah, good, populations are accurate there, 93014 Okay, and they've chosen to use, obviously, their original names, the original country names, and their flags. We've got some other stuff we can talk about as well, various mutations, other things. We've got some events. We have the forecast, the classic one, the strong one there. Resource planning, and looking at range, and return top full cards to player deck. Call to mobilise, the epidemic cards. No, I was really impressed. I was a lot more impressed than I expected with the original Hot Zone. So I really look forward to seeing this one. I don't know if they're going to do any more. I don't think they are. So I look forward to seeing how that goes. Differences pandemic, yep, as you said, 3 diseases instead of 4. Number of cards drawn is slightly differently. To discover a cure, players only need 4 cards instead of 5. So you want research station in Geneva. So we've talked about that one over here. And there's only 3 epidemic cards in the player deck, and all of them are used every game. Diseases cannot be eradicated. Some roles abilities are slightly altered, so that's important to remember, which is very important to remember to not try and lose the game by trying to eradicate. And you may recall, I have mentioned before, I have been a judge for Pandemic as well at the UK Games Expo. So lots in here to talk about. I look forward to going through this. It looks like I might need different bags for different things. Who knows? It didn't take that long to sort out the stuff. As you can see, we're talking with 16 of each colour, so there's still 48 cubes, as opposed to 48 before, but obviously divided by 4 instead of by 3. So that is something to be aware of. Obviously we've got our various trackers and time trackers to be able to considering here. There was peril in the original Hot Zone, so we'll want to see what that's going to be like on this one. And like I said, you can mix and match. I don't know anybody who has done that, but it's fully possible. These, of course, will get mixed together, and we'll add these individually. So that's something to be aware of. I have a feeling something like your action cards you could probably leave with our pawns. So the pawns, you can either do action cards now from this point onwards. Obviously the eradication stuff, I think we could probably stick in this bag now. So that makes more sense. And I think we'll just stick some of these cards. Let me think about this. Maybe I'll keep them separate. So we keep all the diseases together, and then we keep our hand of cards together. That would make a bit more easier setup, even though it's not particularly difficult. They haven't gone overboard by having too many extra bags. I think the infection stuff can go in there too. So we have our player pieces. We have our pieces over here. Do they all fit in? Kind of do, if you can get your pawns in the right place. So that helps with that. Nice small box. Mutations we'll talk about separately. Yeah, looking forward to this one very much. This has been, like I said, not a holy grail, but knowing this isn't at the UK Games Expo, keen to see how this one compares. Like I said, I will be doing a ranking, just a one-sided board here. I don't know if that would really matter if it wasn't. I don't know how flat this board would have been if it was this way up. Let's have a quick look at that. So if it was this way up, it's fine as well. Okay, cool. That's handy to know. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Like I said, I'm playing other Legacy games currently. I'm playing Magic Legacy. So that's taking up some time, but not in a bad way whatsoever. Nice box art again. And yeah, speak to you again soon. Back to the table.